Good evening, all. Ira Epstein with your Ira Epstein weekend wrap-up of your metal markets. And this is for Sunday night, a special edition, intentionally Sunday night late at 7:30 p.m. Central Time, the 28th of November. Why did I want to wait? Well, after the washout that we saw on Friday, which nobody saw really coming, the new variant of COVID-19 tumbled stocks, the metal markets, sent interest rates dramatically lower, real rates. Energy prices down 12%. I mean, that was monstrous. You're getting a huge break tonight in natural gas as you're getting a reversal up in the other energies. You broke last week Bitcoin the past 2 weeks about 15 to 20%. Rather dramatic. You're getting a big rally in some of the grains tonight. It's wild. Everything that got hit is trying to say, did it get too cheap? What went on? The simple fact is we have a new variant that is serious. Serious in that we don't know if the current vaccines work or not. If they work, it's not that serious. If they don't work, it's very serious. Or if they work a little bit less, then we're probably going to have another booster. The scientists don't know. If you watched this morning's TV, they were on one after the other. I recorded every show I could, and I watched in detail. They need another maybe 10 days, 2 weeks to have an idea as to whether or not what we have in us works well enough and what level of protection it does offer. If we need a new type of shot, it can be ready in as little as 100 days due to the way they write with I think it's called mRNA, the coding that they're using and how Pfizer and Moderna set things up so they can put in the new coding and away they go. In fact, all they need is the coding from anywhere in the world and they start it and they begin the process. Behind the scenes, I'd be shocked if they haven't already begun the process to get everything out. But that just proves a couple of things to all of us. Number one, the idea that boosters are going to be a regular part of our life, it's here. Number two, the rules of travel are going to get stricter, not more lax. This idea that I had a vaccine and why do I have to take the test, like when I went to Mexico, and that's how I felt. I'm saying, why should I have had to have taken a test to get back into the U.S. when I had my card? I've had both shots in the booster. I now get it. Science is right. I was wrong. You should have to take your test, and if you have a positive result, you shouldn't be able to get on that airplane. I really think it's that simple. And I think that while it's international flights, you watch. If this new variant gives us a problem, they're going to crack down even further. So far, I've been pretty right in what I've told you, but it's logic. It's not science. I'm not a scientist. So, in the marketplace, did we overdo it on Friday? You had skeleton crews around the world trading, I can't say around the world. You had skeleton crews of U.S. companies around the world, probably. And you had regular crews of other people expecting a light volume day because the monster, the U.S. market, we were on half session day after Thanksgiving. Most of the big traders are out. They cleared their positions or whatever they were doing. You normally don't have much movement. Boy, did that turn out to be different. This is about gold. Gold is up $10 tonight. Silver's up 30 cents. Copper, which got beaten down hard on this, is back up nearly 6 cents. So you're getting your bounce, but the dollar index staying strong, and you're not getting a lot of play in the currencies one way or the other. When we look at a monthly chart of gold, it still hasn't taken out the last break low of 1744.70. You're at 1794, $50 higher than that. And you need to close up and over 1825 to say the system's withstood everything and it's ready to advance possibly into the 1970 level. The bulls are on the hook here, but the trend is up, the bias down. Nobody has control just yet. On a weekly chart of just closes, gold pulled right back to where I said in my special report that I had out on our website. It's gone now. You only get 3 days to look at these reports. And I was looking for the market to pull back to the 18-day average potentially for the longer-term purchasers. That's what I think happened on this break. When you go to the weekly chart, you can see the pullback. You see that the market still has a pattern of higher lows and higher highs. That is bullish. The market hit the 18-week and the 100-week average of closes. That is bullish. That's where I think they stepped into the marketplace. If the market rallies from here, I think 1857.90 is a potential number, the upper Bollinger Band. And if it gets under this low right here, then the market could be headed back to the 1723 level, and we've washed out. We will have even washed out further. I don't think this is a washout. I think this was no more, and I want to repeat this. This is what I teach in my charting course. When you get up to upper Bollinger Bands, you normally break back. And if you don't have an embedded reading, which you did not have, normally the pros dump the position. That's my teachings. You don't have to ask me, how do I know? I know because I've done this, I don't know, my whole adult life, 50 some odd years in business, that's where they'll normally come out if you use this algorithm and you understand it. That doesn't mean that everybody does what I'm saying, but it's the herd mentality I'm looking for, and the algorithm will get proven right. It's a mathematical phenomena that when you study what it is, that you won't stay over that number more than 5% of the time. Now, do you always pull back this deep? No. But if you play with it that you're looking for that to happen on a weekly chart, it did what I wanted. That doesn't mean I'm a winner. It means that from where I told traders to enter, they got the opportunity. The gold-silver ratio is not favoring silver here. It's favoring gold as long as the number's over the 18-week average of closes, and that number goes higher. You need more ounces of gold to buy an ounce of silver. The silver chart has a higher high and a lower low, not in the same position as the gold market. It came down to these numbers, but it's not the same. The chart doesn't have the same bullish aspect to it. The copper market is stuck. It's stuck at the 18-week average of closes. Just study where you're at. You're caught between the lower and the upper Bollinger Band and stuck against that number as the market tries to figure out, gee, if the situation in this Omicron is terrible, how are people going to go to factories and how they're going to get durable goods built and blah, 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 blah. If Omicron, the vaccine is just another shot and it's just another hiccup in the game, what's the big deal? Probably coming back up. You have the same thoughts going on interest rates, all parts of the economy. People have to know how to handle this. The platinum seems to be traveling between the lower and upper Bollinger Band and just back and forth in there, not a trend trade. And last, the dollar index. I'm looking for it to roll over and get to the right-hand side now of the Bollinger Band. You've been over it a couple of weeks in a row. It normally bends back until the red line closes under 80 on a weekly chart. I still think it's bullish, but I think the pros are looking to buy breaks on the pullback, not to buy it against that band. If anything, I think they're taking money off against those bands. Now, as I said, this is Cyber Week. So each year, one of the events that I like to throw on is our Cyber Week special. If you buy a new subscription to our charting software for 1 year, any of them, you'll be able to go up here and click an icon and it'll take you right to the page that you have to go to. We will honor and give you either my charting course for free or the enhanced Bollinger Band course for free. You get a discount because you're buying a 1-year subscription. It starts as low as $156 for the year. You're going to get my morning subscriber video, the full subscription. You get my written updates along with the futures, or you can do the Spider ETF for just a few more dollars than the $156. You get to choose which course you want. You tell us when you want to start the course. We'll turn it on at that point for you. Up until then, you can give it as a gift. You can do whatever you want. It's a heck of a way to take advantage of it. If you have questions, call my staff. Otherwise, click on the videos links that you're seeing up here. Just move your cursor up. It'll appear and take advantage that way. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day.